So the main purpose of today is to practice AP exam type testing. Obviously today's class is short. We're not going to do the long practice, the long demo, so to say. And I have two different options essentially for you guys today. Those of you who are taking the AP exam or are planning to take the AP exam, you should do essentially the first option I'll go over, which is going through the digital AP exams app and doing the exam demo, the app demo, which is a short version of the exam that consists of 4 multiple choice questions and 1 free response question. I think there's like a 2-minute break in between the 2 sections. So it's a small sampling of what the AP exam will be. So you can see the types of questions and how you'll be able to type your responses. So if you're planning on taking the AP exam, you need to do that demo today. We're going to do that in class. That's going to be your participation for today. I have a screen where I can monitor and see if you have done it. If you're not planning on taking the AP exam, right, and so in that case, you wouldn't have access to the practice exams through the exam app, then you will do a short AP practice style exam that is the same, having 4 multiple choice questions and 1 free response question that is in Canvas that I will put the link for in the chat. So those are the 2 options. You need to do one of those 2 things to get credit for class today, right? That will be our participation for the week. And these things will just go in as complete or incomplete. They will not be graded as far as like you only get points for what's correct kind of thing. It's just you need to try and do it. We're doing it for the experience. So that's the idea for today. On either of these practice scenarios, whichever one you're doing today, you should challenge yourself to only using scratch paper, the formula and tables sheet that is provided, and your calculator, and see what you can do. Again, this is a very, very, very low risk. You get credit for just trying. You do not need to be correct on all of your responses. It is practice. So you might want to challenge yourself in that way. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to go back through real quickly the digital AP exam app. If you're planning on taking the AP exam for stats, you should, which only less than half of the students registered in my class have actually checked to make sure the app is downloaded and logged in. Logging into the app is how you confirm that it actually is installed. If you just clicked and saw, ooh, I have it, but you didn't log in, you need to do that step, okay? All right, so I'm gonna share my screen here so we can look at some stuff. All right, if you are on a school provided device, all right, then you want to, if you're on like a school provided Chromebook, you have a different kind of search bar, but go to the little search magnifying glass. You should have one regardless of if you're on like a Windows operating system or Chromebook, right? You should have some search bar here and just type in 2021. Most likely it'll pop up. You have the digital AP exams app. It has this little acorn. That is the application you need to use. That's how you will take your digital AP exams and how you will access the practice exams. If this does not come up for you and you cannot open the app, all right, you need to download it. If you're downloading the app, you need to go to this website. Right, I've already downloaded it, so it asks if I want to open it. Right, you go to this page here. Okay, the address, I'll type in the chat here again. All right. Is cb.org backslash capital C. cb.org backslash AP 2021 exam app. Right, that is the link you can click on and it'll bring you to this page. Download the app. All right. You can also, if you want, just click here and see if it is on your laptop somewhere. All right, launch the app. If it is, it'll launch. If not, you need to download it. Once the app is downloaded, you need to go and open it. All right. At that point, you will be prompted to log in. All right, I'm already logged in. So it's not asking me to log in. You need to log in using your College Board username and password. All right, hopefully you know what that is. If you do not know what that is, you need to email Miss Amy Booth, who is our AP coordinator, and figure out how to retrieve that information. All right, so hopefully you can get to this point. All right, is there anyone in the class right now, in the room right now, who needs help with this? Can you raise your hand? Okay. So hopefully those of you who are taking the AP exam can log in. Once you're logged in, we will be doing the app demo, the AP Stats app demo. This is the short version. I went through the check-in last week on the exam setup last week. The exam setup is what you get access to 5 days before your exam testing date. You'll be able to go through exam setup, and then 3 days before, you'll be able to do the initial registration stuff. Exam setup is 5 days out. Check-in 30 minutes before. Okay. I've already got mine up to the check-in. You'll do the check-in process. This is when you have to type in the things saying you're not going to plagiarize or copy your work or cheat in any way. You go through that, and then you'll start the exam. All right. The practice exam here, I think you have it's 5 minutes or something like that to complete 4 multiple choice questions, and I think you have a 15-minute block or something, give or take, to complete the 1 free response question. And overall, the whole experience is about 30 minutes from start to finish. All right, so again, if you're planning on taking the AP exam, you should do the app demo today. That's what your participation is. If you're not planning on taking the AP exam, you will be doing our AP exam practice that is short. All right, this is an assignment. It's linked in the calendar. I'll also be dropping the link in the chat. Go here and let me put it into preview. All right, so this is a short practice exam, and it's sampling what the AP exam might feel like. It will be similar to the AP Digital Exam app demo. There will be 4 multiple choice questions with 1 free response question. It will be timed. You will have 30 minutes to complete your work, just like the digital exam. You should only submit typed responses for the free response questions. You should not be uploading any pictures of your work. You'll want to have a calculator available to help with any calculations, and you should have some scratch paper. Also, just like the AP Digital Exam testing app, and when you take the exam, you cannot move backwards once a question is answered. I removed that capability from this practice exam. All right, and you have the formula sheet and tables that you would have on the AP exam available here on this version. You get 1 question at a time, just like you will on the AP exam. You'll answer the questions, do your free response questions, got a couple of parts to it. If the time runs out, whatever you've done will be submitted automatically, but again, you'll just get graded on attempting it. All right. So, are there any questions before we get started? All right, so I'm going to put the link to this practice exam that's in Canvas in the chat here, so you can just click on that to get right to that little practice quiz there. Otherwise, you should be doing the app demo within the Digital AP Exams app. Okay, this is what we're doing today. This is your practice. This is our little slice of AP exam practice for today. I know it's very short, but I think it's important that we do this as a minimum. I'm hoping to have time to do the actual full-length exam practice at some other point before the actual exam. All right. So, with that, please start either of these as soon as you can. As I believe the next class starts, or this class ends at 1:25, so you have right about 30 minutes from now before class ends, right, 40 minutes before the next class starts. Remember, if you're doing the app demo, your browser will go into lockdown and you will not be able to get out of it until the test is complete. So you want to make sure you finish. If you are running out of time, just click through and wrap it up so you don't miss the start of your next class. All right, I will be able to see who does and does not do this, and that will be obviously reflected in your participation. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Obviously, some of these questions you will not be able to ask till our next meeting, so you might want to write them down. All right. Is there any questions? All right, so please begin either of these two things. I will keep this channel open until the end of class. However, you are not required to stay in the class while you're doing either of these two things. Just keep in mind, if you choose not to, you won't get credit for participating today. So, and this is a valuable experience, especially if you're taking the AP exam. All right.